Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Joining us now is Brandon, Eva, Ivy, and Paul, the Draper family band, ahead of their performance tonight at the Bottleneck. Good morning, guys.
Hey, morning.
I'm very excited to have you guys on the show. Doing the little sound check earlier and listening to your guys' music online the past couple of days. It's fantastic. And I want to start out, what brings you to Lawrence tonight for the Bottleneck and for like the weekend, essentially?
Yeah, this weekend Lawrence is having the 11th annual Mix Master Conference, and that's through the Lawrence Public Library, and our mutual friend Nick Carswell is putting that together. Shout out to the Kansas Arts Commission, Mid-America Arts Alliance, the Lawrence Music Alliance. What they're doing is they're flooding Lawrence with 3, and in some cases 4 different venues, both Friday and Saturday night. So there's all these bands playing. We're headlining the Bottleneck tonight at 10 p.m. after a few other bands. And then in between the Friday night and Saturday night, all day Saturday is the Mixmaster Conference with keynote speakers. There's different panels on touring, on artist development. That conference is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday at the library. There's also a free healthcare clinic.
I saw that, yeah.
And that might be confusing or mildly interesting to certain people. Why would you have a health clinic at a music conference? And historically, musicians are self-employed entrepreneurs. You know, that by being a musician, you're owning a business, and a lot of musicians don't have health care. And so there are a lot of great resources through Mid-America Arts Alliance. There's a few other things in Kansas City that allow musicians some time to get in. So those are, I think, all my notes. But yeah, it's just an industry conference for folks to connect, and tonight's the kickoff with all
Wonderful.
the bands.
And real fast, I also want to talk about you guys a little bit, Draper Family Band. What brought you all together to form an official band?
I'm gonna go. I just keep on talking if you guys are okay with it. The Draper family. So I grew up in a house where my dad played keyboard in the basement in a studio. He had a rehearsal and recording studio space and in the home. And he was gone on the weekends playing with bands. He was doing all kinds of stuff. I grew up playing drums, so we would jam and play together. The first talent show I ever played was me on drums and him on keyboard. I then went off and did some things. He continued to play. He actually did some of his biggest tours as soon as I left the home for college. He called me once from the Gorge Amphitheater in Washington, which is one of the most incredible outdoor venues in the world. I had, my wife and I, Taryn, had Eva and Ivy, and I started playing guitar and writing songs with them, and then it was just a matter of time. Hey, why don't we take all these ideas we're putting together, we'll add a horn section, we'll hire a bass player and a drummer to complete the music. But that's how it started. It was just kind of fun. We would write songs. I play guitar, bass, drums, a little bit of keyboards. Dad plays keyboards. Girls add their harmonies, and so the album is primarily that.
That's fun.
And that's the short story.
That's fantastic. You know, and Paul, I saw Kansas Music Hall of Fame. Yeah. How does it feel to have a kind of that legacy to live up to, especially for you guys, Eva and Ivy?
How does it feel to us?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't feel like most people I know have family members that are in the Kansas Music Hall of Fame. It's kind of fun to like sprinkle into a conversation.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful.
And you guys grew up going to shows, being on tour, being backstage.
So much so that we went to a bunch of your jazz gigs, and so now whenever I hear it, I always like need to go to sleep because like I always grew up like falling asleep because they were always really late at night, and I was like 5. I would just fall asleep.
Oh, music is really just in your blood at this point. That's wonderful. How does it feel to be a part of the official band with your dad and grandfather?
I think it's really fun.
That's
like,
really cool.
It's just fun to do.
No, I love family artists essentially and working together. It's really great the band you guys put together, and I'm very excited to hear your guys' actual live performance. So everyone, please don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the Draper Family Band will be performing for us live. Ladies and gentlemen, Fox 43 AM Live and the Kansas Art Commission present the Draper Family Band.
Up and the sun was down and the air was cold and the stars were out, and he dreamed of what he could be. The songs kept playing inside of his head and he tried to remember, but he slept instead, and he dreamed so he could believe songs and find the cure. Patience now with no dark clouds to change his memory. It's quiet now and it's crystal clear, and the sound of his breath is all he could hear, and the stars they started to fade. The boy looked down at the side of the road and he thought of the words that his father spoke. He said, "Son, you're already great. You'll find your luck and fate. But there's always thinking change. Take your time and pray. Come what may, and stay close to your dreams." Boy looked up and the sun was down and the air was cold and the stars were out, and he dreamed so he could believe.
That was fantastic, guys. Thank you guys so much. And for everyone, please follow the Draper Family Band at draperama.com and check them out live tonight at the Bottleneck in Lawrence. All right, we'll be right back with more Fox 43 AM.